As a content creator, I do not hide the fact that I enjoy dissenting opinion. As I state all the time, any comment in the box, whether it is complimentary or critical of yours truly, I am always happy to see the participation. If you think I'm full of shit, feel free to state it in the comments. But back up your point, because you will possibly be challenged on it. Going through the comments recently, I came across just such a comment. Apparently critical of yours truly, also potentially critical of many of the other drivers that are in the comments responding. But this is one that kind of made my blood boil, so I thought I'd do a video because I don't see nothing but ignorance, but maybe I'm getting it wrong. You guys let your boy know. What up? It is your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. Now this was in the comments for one of the videos where someone was suggesting that to make money, to make a lot of money, drivers should think outside the box. But hear how the comment was worded so you can see where the criticism comes in. There are negatives in anything you do. If you think of yourself as an Uber driver and not a business owner, notice all the exclamation points. I don't know why they're placed that way. You're not thinking outside the box. I'm going to start making videos on how to make 6 and possibly 7 figures with Uber. Money Mike. Now, Money Mike, in my humble opinion, as a rideshare driver off and on for damn near a decade now, is missing the boat on a number of issues. But like I stated before, if you folks in the comments see where maybe yours truly is getting it wrong or Money Mike is basically throwing himself in the river, let your boy know in the comment section. First of all, negativity. He talked about, there is negativity in anything. That is correct to start the video out. Negativity in rideshare could be the recent uptake in crime that rideshare drivers are facing, such as carjackings, passengers pissed off that we won't take them places because so many trips have become unprofitable. So drivers have to make changes to how we deliver service because a lot of trips no longer have profit and it's pissing off the passengers. That's some of the negativity in rideshare. That part I agree with. All of the rest of the shit he said I virtually disagree with, and we'll go into that. Think outside the box. Now, he's being critical, suggesting that if you think of yourself as an Uber driver, as opposed to a business owner, you're not thinking outside of the box. First of all, if it's one thing that us drivers are complaining about, it is the lack of transparency from the companies in continuing to treat us like we're employees versus independent contractors. So suggesting that you're not an Uber driver fails to realize that is how we're treated. That is the umbrella for which we operate under. We want to be business owners. We want to be independent contractors. But Uber and Lyft does a hell of a lot of shit that we have no control over that essentially makes us perform like employees, such as not knowing the destination of the person you pick up when they get until they get in the damn car and you swipe open on the app. In a true independent contractor, small business environment, you would know where somebody is going before you even left your house to go pick them up. That way you can actually ascertain whether the trip is profitable or worth your while or not. All Uber drivers, most of us driving for Uber since the beginning of time, did not know where the passenger was going until you got them in your damn vehicle. You can't suggest that you should be a business owner as opposed to thinking you're an Uber driver under an environment like that. The fact that you don't know where people are going leads you to either picking up people and taking them to places and not making a profit, or wasting your damn time driving to someone, realizing where they want to go and telling them I can't take you there. How many drivers have had a passenger get in their car and found out they wanted to go to bumfuck Egypt somewhere, 70, 80 miles away? Some passengers wanted to go to neighboring towns. And you had to tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not going to drive you 90 miles because I got to drive back 90 miles with no one in the car at my own expense. Until we know where the destination of the passenger is going, like in Lyft, you know. But with Uber, you don't know where the passenger is going. So until that changes, you're not totally a small business owner. You're operating like an employee. You don't know where the people are going that you pick up. So, and that's just one aspect of it. Teens getting in your vehicle, no small business owner or independent contractor that could truly make his own decisions completely would probably pick up teens. These are the folks that are most likely to get in your vehicle and behave in an entitled manner and where you're going to lead to having drama with. But because we're not totally independent or not allowed to completely operate like small business owners, we have to pick up people we would rather not. Same thing with shared rides. Shared rides represent the cheapest of the cheap passengers with Uber. The drivers don't want to do that shit. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice without pissing off customers because to some degree you're providing bad customer service when you refuse to do this shit. Once again, a small business owner or an independent contractor would opt out of shared rides. And there's a host of other issues that are similar to that, such as changing the destination without the driver's approval. Once again, veteran drivers, we've all had a passenger in the vehicle. Maybe this is the last one of the day. Person gets in your vehicle. I'm going to be home in a half hour. I'll take this last passenger wherever the hell they're going. They get in the vehicle. It's a 10-minute trip. All of a sudden, they make changes to the trip, not asking you for permission. They don't have to. And suddenly, they want to be out 40, 50 minutes. This is the type of shit that an independent contractor or someone operating a small business would not have to deal with that. And last but not least, stops. Once again, stops are currently not profitable. But if you follow the instructions of Uber or Lyft, passenger is always right. You should stop, let them run in Walmart for 20 minutes while you're making 9 or 10 cents a minute and be a good driver. Bullshit. So that's what we have to push back on, the idea that you're not an Uber driver, but you're a small business owner. Until this shit changes, you're not a small business owner. You're not an independent contractor. You have the label, but you don't have the rights. You're not being treated that way. This particular commentator apparently does not realize that. And last but not least, he follows up the video by saying, I'm going to start making videos on how to make 6 to 7 figures as an Uber driver. Good luck with that shit in 2023. So a host of folks that have done that over the years. There was a time where you could make really good money as an Uber driver, as a Lyft driver. But the problem is, any video you make on how to be profitable driving for Uber or Lyft, it quickly becomes outdated the moment Uber or Lyft changes the way they do business, such as upfront pricing. We didn't have that 2 or 3 years ago. So any video you made 2 or 3 years ago where it was based on you got paid per mile, per minute, and now they switched it to upfront pricing, that video is now outdated. It's irrelevant. You don't make money the same way. And it's been that way as a rideshare driver over the years several times. Uber particularly, but Lyft as well, have literally made dozens, if not hundreds of changes to their terms of service that you as a driver have no damn ability to opt out of. So any video you make on how to make money today, if they come along and change the terms of service, where maybe you don't make 10 cents a minute waiting for somebody, you now make 8. Your video's irrelevant because they're constantly doing things to reduce our earnings. I've said this before, no matter what you're currently making, Uber and Lyft are trying to find ways to get you to do the same thing tomorrow or someone like you for less. So whatever you're thinking outside of the box and trying to do, That shit may not matter tomorrow. But just to conclude the video, apparently Uber, in effort to meet the legislative changes in a hell of a lot of metropolitan areas around the country that want ride-sharing vehicles to switch over to alternative fuels such as electric vehicles, they're now reducing the amount of time or the age your vehicle can be, but you can still operate as a rideshare driver. So if you went out and purchased a 2019, 2020 luxury vehicle so you could drive passengers in the upper ranks of Uber or Lyft, Uber Black or some of these other levels, Uber comes along and says, as of next year, your vehicle will no longer qualify. Everything you made in that video on how to make 6 and 7 figures is irrelevant now because your damn card no longer qualifies. It is changes like this that lead yours truly to state thinking outside the box doesn't mean shit if Uber or Lyft can change what's inside the box at any time. At any given time, they can either deactivate you or deem your vehicle as unqualified to continue driving. Nothing you come up with outside of the box is going to counter that. Just wanted to run this by you because I get comments like this. I do welcome them. Welcome these type of comments, but I do believe this potential driver or maybe passenger that is observing the video has missed the mark. But let your boy know in the comments, what did I get wrong? It's your boy Tim. Subscribe to the damn channel. See you in the next video.